Japanese cuisine has become increasingly popular around the world, largely due to how healthy yet delectable Japanese meals can be. Japanese people strongly believe in the adage "you are what you eat," and they take great care to balance nutrients and colors in every meal. Tonkatsu. What could be better than pork cutlets deep fried in batter and typically served with cabbage, miso soup, rice, and pickles? Tonkatsu is a savory Japanese dish that many Japanese workers enjoy during their lunch break, and it's filling enough to tide you over for the day. Tempura. Both lightly crispy and perfectly delicious, tempura is a well-known and popular Japanese dish you may have already eaten. Tempura can be served as a side dish or as the centerpiece of the meal. Seasonal vegetables and seafood, usually shrimp, are deep fried with panko bread crumbs to make a fluffy, crunchy outer layer. As an entree, tempura is usually served on a bed of rice and accompanied by miso soup and pickled vegetables. Hambagu. Don't get this dish confused with the similarly pronounced hambaga, hamburger. Hambagu isn't a hamburger at all, it's actually more like meatloaf. This is one of the best Japanese foods to eat if you're getting tired of having fish every day but don't want to miss out on experiencing Japanese food culture. This dish can be cooked at home, is a favorite among people of all ages, and is served in a variety of ways. Nabe. In Japanese, nabe actually refers to a pot that is similar to a saucepan. However, the word nabe is often used to describe a popular Japanese meal. Nabe is a great Japanese food to try to make at home because it's simple and it feeds a lot of people. In Japan, people make nabe by setting up a portable gas burner on the dinner table, bringing water to a boil to make a soup, and throwing in a variety of vegetables, meats, tofu, and noodles. The best part about nabe is that family and guests all take turns tossing in their favorite ingredients. Udon. Udon is similar to ramen but with thicker noodles, usually a clear broth, and a lighter taste overall. Unlike ramen, which is served hot, udon has cold and hot variations. Sumitai udon, cool udon, is the perfect seasonal food in Japan to eat after a long day in the heat. Sushi. We can't get through this list without including sushi. This traditional and popular Japanese food has taken the world by storm. During the Edo period, sushi was a simple Japanese fast food or snack that was served one piece at a time and eaten by hand. Now, sushi is an internationally famous delicacy in Japanese dining culture. Sushi chefs are highly trained, often practicing 10 years or more because they're considered masterful at this culinary art form. If you're not a fan of raw fish, go for vegetarian sushi, fruit sushi, or sushi served with cooked meat. After all, the main attraction of sushi is vinegared rice. Ramen. I bet you know this one, right? If you've only ever eaten instant ramen and didn't enjoy the taste, don't let that deter you from trying authentic Japanese ramen. Ramen originally came from China, but Japan has made so many delicious variations of the dish that many people associate ramen with Japanese food. Ramen typically comes in a broth flavored with miso, salt, or soy sauce with a healthy portion of slurpable noodles and a sliced egg. Tofu. Made from soy, tofu is often served as a side dish to accompany Japanese meals at home or in restaurants. There are many ways Japanese people prepare tofu, but the most common way is to flavor the tofu with a bit of soy sauce and top it with slices of green onion. Soba. Soba technically means buckwheat, but the word usually refers to the noodles, typically made from a combination of wheat and buckwheat flour. Like most Japanese food, soba is a light but filling meal. Okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki is a Japanese food that's native to Osaka but can be enjoyed almost anywhere in Japan. Okonomiyaki is a type of savory pancake, mainly consisting of salty dough and cabbage. It can be garnished with many things, but it's usually topped with Japanese Worcestershire sauce, mayonnaise, and bonito, fish, flakes. Sukiyaki. Similar to shabu shabu, the Japanese dish sukiyaki consists of a boiling broth filled with your favorite vegetables, meats, and even tofu. However, you use a savory sauce with shabu shabu, and with sukiyaki, you dip your food into raw egg. Don't worry, raw eggs are another typical ingredient in Japanese food, and laws surrounding the cleaning and storage of raw eggs are extremely strict in Japan. Manju. This treat originated in China but has a long history as a Japanese confection. Manju comes in hundreds of varieties that can vary from region to region. The soft, chewy, and sometimes sticky outside bun is typically filled with a custard or bean paste. Manju is usually served as a dessert, but some are stuffed with savory foods. Taiyaki. Taiyaki is a Japanese festival food, but it's so popular that you don't need to go to a festival to try it. Taiyaki is made from a pancake-like batter and grilled into the shape of a fish, and filled with things like sweet bean paste, custard, or chocolate. Kakigori. This refreshing and seasonal Japanese food is typically served during the hot months. Kakigori is often called Japanese shaved ice, but this isn't that carnival food you may have tried before. With kakigori, you won't find huge chunks of brain freeze-inducing ice clumps. Instead, the ice is shaved down into fluffy snowflakes. Besides, the syrup isn't neon-colored sugar water that resembles a biohazard. This succulent syrup is a reduction made from seasonal summer fruits.